Welcome, Virgo. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for April the 25th through to May the 1st, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to the energy of the cards, thank you so much for your support, the positive energy that you send my way each and every day. You guys rock. Thank you so, so much. Now, let's get to you. Now, we don't start off with a very good card, and I know certain tarot card readers, especially with the ease of being able to reshuffle, and you never would have known that I did. I think a lot of tarot card readers would pack this up by the first card that was in play, but the rest of the cards are simply beautiful. So I'm glad I didn't, nor would I, because that's the message. In my opinion, that's the message. If that's the first card, then we really need to address it. So it is the Three of Swords. So I'm trying to place it with the other cards and trying to understand really where you're going to feel this energy the most. Like there's some kind of energy pushing against you, or you're not breaking free from certain things that have held you back in the past. It could be your perception of what has happened to you in what has happened to you in the past and how you need to come to terms with it and understand that it was there to empower you. It was there to give you wisdom. It was there to give you understanding so that you can use that wisdom on your path forward. But so often we see the ugly parts when we look back and we concentrate on the things we did wrong or the things we didn't do or the things we should have done rather than the actual lesson, rather than the actual wisdom that it was meant to give us. And so this week, especially at the beginning of the week, you may need to come into some kind of terms with something that has happened in your past. Something that you are holding on to as, it could be, I'm here because this happened to me. Well, that only goes so far in life. Okay, yes, it happened to you, and it may have pulled you back for a period of times. It maybe made you suffer in a way that you felt was unjust. But by beating yourself up and blaming yourself, by, I hear, crucifying yourself over some past action, it's limiting your progress forward. It's not allowing you to become the person you were meant to become because you did get wisdom from that point in time. You did have an understanding. If you looked at a path that you have walked, okay, and you made certain decisions along that path and it landed you in a certain place, and you look back and you said, I wish I would have done this differently. That's actually the wisdom of what you will do differently the next time something like that happens in your life. That is an empowerment. Now, if you look back and you say there was nothing I could have done differently, it was all going to happen that way. Well, I wonder if you really took away some wisdom. And so maybe you need to look deeper at that to understand what different actions you could have done. And remember, hindsight is 20/20. So even if you see it now, that's the wisdom that you have. But you weren't supposed to see it back then. You were supposed to walk through that journey. So watch your self-talk this week to yourself. Watch what you tell yourself about yourself. Make sure it is with the vision of who you are becoming. Make sure that you are empowering yourself every day through affirmations And I put up a video that will help you through that until you can choose your own words. Love yourself. Appreciate yourself. Know you've gone through some incredible challenges in order to be at this point in time. And know that there was a wisdom attached to every one of those challenges. Because we have the star next to it. And the star is seeing your way clear now. It's understanding how to get from point A to point B. It's understanding how to grab onto your dreams and make them tangible and sustainable and long-term. And then crossing over that, we have the Eight of Swords, so your perception changes. So try and do an exercise when you're meditating, when you are praying, when you are alone in your own thoughts this week, to go back on something that really lessened your independence, or it lessened your self-appreciation or your self-confidence or your self-worth. Because I think that you're going to have a revelation. I think you are going to have a moment where you think, I am strong. I am empowered. I do deserve going forward. I have learned this. This is my wisdom now. And the Queen of Cups, it's all about loving you first. You can't possibly go out there and love if you don't love yourself. And you can't possibly be expected to be loved if you don't love yourself. So it's growing that self-worth. It's growing that self-confidence this week. It's not allowing yourself to wade in self-pity. It's not allowing yourself to use something that's happened before as a crutch on why you cannot go forward, because it was to be an empowerment so you could go forward. We have the Three of Wands as the undercurrent. So you are standing on some pretty solid ground here as you look towards your new path. And it's an expansive path. It's a beautiful path. So I think this is where you strengthen yourself. You square your feet. You square your shoulders. You stand up straight and tall. You're going to meet your challenges of tomorrow. You know that you have the strength. You know that you have the empowerment. And it's realizing that. It's standing firmly this week. Regaining a balance, perhaps, because the overriding energy for the week is the Empress. So beautiful new beginnings, magical new beginnings. So perhaps going through something from the past that has really weighed you down or made you feel like less of what you could actually be in life, or less than what you actually are at this present moment in time. And seeing it, buying into it, believing it, sets you on a new path, a new creative path. Now, this is new creative energy. So when it's in this placement, if you are trying to grow a family, this is an opportune week for you. If you're not, be careful, beware, okay? Because brand new creative paths open up this week for you. Absolutely they do. And the Ten of Swords is here. No, it's not a scary card. This is a beautiful card. This is beautiful energy, because it tells me that you have been through the challenges. You've been through what you've needed to go through as far as lessons are concerned in order to gain the wisdom. Those swords are not in your back. They're behind you. They are your strength. They are your shield of strength. They are your shield of wisdom to take you to the next level of your development. The sun is breaking through those clouds. You are pushing yourself up. When this card appears, it says the worst is over, and you realize the worst is over. It's time to go forward with the strength now, with an empowerment. And then we have the Two of Cups. So this could be a new path you are stepping into, new desires, new forms of creativity. It could be somebody new coming into your life. If you're looking for that special, beautiful partner in your life, This could be the week. But it's new people coming into your life. And I would say to move you forward in new paths. So it could be that job interview going unexpectedly beautiful for you because you are beating yourself up thinking you're not good enough this week. You need to stop that. This week is not a week for it. You need to keep it front of mind that you are beautiful, that you are empowered, that you are going forward. As we go towards the weekend and into next week, oh boy. Well, we have the Page of Swords. She's the knee-jerk energy. She just wants to get the ball rolling. And pages are a young energy. So what happens is we just want to do something to get everything moving forward. And so we do something without very much planning or limited planning, limited thought going into it, and just having an action or saying something in order to get things moving in what you want to be the right direction. Watch this knee-jerk energy. But I say that with a grain of salt because the other two cards kind of hint towards that knee-jerk energy may be what you need this week. It may be, or this weekend and going into next week. You may need to just try something creative and new and different and wild and unexpected in order to really step into a passion or a joy or becoming of a greatness in your gifts or your talents. I mean, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Cups here. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is all about you working hard this week. Excuse me. Working hard this week and raising the bar on yourself. Of course, the Three of Cups is celebration, joy, laughter, giggles, fun. And it starts with the knee-jerk energy. So maybe that knee-jerk is what you need. Maybe just keeping everything in its proper place all the time is not serving you. And maybe you need to step outside of the box a little bit and enjoy life from a different point of view. Try something a little bit experimental, so long as it's, you know, within reason, of course. Try a new take on your creativity. You know, if you're an artist and you've always done acrylics, maybe this is the time to pull out the charcoal and see what you can do in that avenue. Or maybe it's time to sculpt. Trying something new and completely different. If anything, go out and have some fun. That also could be a message that something good, something worth celebrating is coming into being for you. For love and relationships, we have the Seven of Wands. You making a declaration. My printer's going for absolutely no reason whatsoever. That's kind of weird. Seven of Wands. So whenever you hear something out of the ordinary, when you are getting a tarot reading or an astrology reading, runes, or you are deep in meditation or prayer and you hear a loud bark or a printer just going off for absolutely no reason, know that the message that is being conveyed to you is important. So it's more important when you hear these noises on your end, not my end. But you are making a declaration when it comes to relationships, when it comes to moving forward and deepening relationships. You are making a declaration on how people need to treat you and how you want to treat others when it comes to love. You are ready to go down almost like a new path here. Whether you're in a relationship or not in a relationship, it's a new path. It's a deepening of a relationship or it's a starting of a relationship. But regardless of which it is, you are making a strong declaration of how you need to be treated, how you need to be loved, and how you love and give within the relationship. For work, career, money, we have the King of Swords. You are just going to be on fire when it comes to pushing forward in your dreams, getting committed, knowing that nothing is going to pull you off the path. Be careful of this energy, okay? Sometimes we get, with this energy, you know, we kind of get into a focus. and where we can actually be burning bridges and stepping on people's toes and ruffling feathers and not even realizing it, because we are so strong in our thoughts, so strong in our focus going forward, that we don't realize the aftermath that we are leaving in our wake. So pay attention to how you are treating people, how you are giving, how you are receiving. Don't slam doors this week when it comes to where you want to go. You see your path forward in one direction, and a door starts to open in another direction. You slam it closed really fast because you are so empowered on this focus. So be open to different things coming into your life, opening up new realizations, new ways of going forward. Don't be so strong in your directive that you are actually turning down beautiful opportunities or pushing away people that are important in your life going forward. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.